I need to look at you when I say that. Let's talk about, woo! Get it out. Are you growling?
I heard that.
Hey guys, I'm Autumn and welcome to the first episode of Our Badass Main Floor. It's a series that I'm going to be doing where I'm going to take you behind the scenes showing you how I renovate and redecorate my main floor apartment. So 2 years ago, my boyfriend and I moved into Parkdale, into the main floor of a Victorian house. It's over 100 years old. It's amazing, and I have been redecorating it room by room, and I will be for the next year. So I'm gonna take you guys behind the scenes as I redo each room and kind of show you where I found things, how I source things, and show you all the projects that I do to make these spaces come to life. For anyone who's new to my channel, hello, my name is Autumn. I am an interior decorator and a stylist living in Toronto, and I'm also the owner of Make Moves Vintage, which is a badass online vintage store. We're on Instagram right now, instagram.com/makemovesvintage, so check it out. So the first room that we're gonna talk about in this series is my living room. So welcome to the living room. This is where we spend the most of our time. We spend a lot of time in the living room, a lot of time horizontally in the living room. So having a comfy, cozy space is really, really important to us. This is where we spend the most time in our house, and this is a space that is constantly evolving and changing, and that's how we love it. So you're gonna see the space constantly evolving and changing and growing with us as we live here, and we're excited to show you where we're at right now. This room didn't really need anything in terms of renovations, so the other rooms that I am going to be filming are the bedroom and the kitchen, and we did a lot more like actual renovations. But luckily this room was already stunning. So this house is over 100 years old. It has a ton of really beautiful moldings. The floors are beautiful. Like, there was a lot that we could already work with, and so we didn't have to change much. We really just layered in the furniture and accessories to make it feel like ourselves. So let's talk about everything. Comfort is key, as I said, in this space. So the sofas that we have are from Leon's. We have the Aston Sofa. This is a sofa that we purchased at our last apartment and we brought over with us. And it's great, it's neutral, and it cleans well. We have a dog and he spends time on this sofa, so it was a great choice for us. In terms of pillows on the couch, I got the jute pom-pom pillow from Anthropologie, and then the 2 stripe pillows are from Tonic Living. The art behind our sofa was a custom commissioned piece by my friend Odette. Odette has a tattoo shop. She's a tattoo artist in the city. She does stick and poke tattoos, and she's amazing. The art is amazing. We went with some like nude lady portraits, and it was completely original and unique. Odette created it herself, and she's incredible. If you're looking for great art or an awesome tattoo, definitely check her out. I will link her below. So we got the black lamp in the room is from Structube, and then we also got the 2 wishbone chairs from Structube. I always love bringing a little bit of wood into a space. I think it really warms it up. The rug is a textured braided rug from Structube, and it's neutral and has really cozy vibes as well. So that's kind of what we were going for, and it feels great under our feet. So winner there, and they were all really affordable. Let's talk about my coffee table, because my coffee table is badass. I have a pink marble terrazzo coffee table that I got secondhand from an artist in the city named Miriam Kehani. She is a hat designer, and she is unbelievably cool and so talented, and I just hope that by having her coffee table, I will inherit some of her like special superpowers, because that chick is amazing. So I love my coffee table. It's neutral, it's earth toned, it's terrazzo, it's marble. It's incredible. The only thing that is not amazing about this coffee table is that it's like 1 trillion pounds. So it's really hard to move, but luckily we're not at the stage where we have kids or anything that we need to move the coffee table for, so it's okay. On my coffee table, I have a few cool, really sculptural objects. I have a sculptural looking candle holder from West Elm, and I love that the shape is like, it's a weird shape and just looks really cool and makes the eye kind of go all over my table, which I love. On my coffee table, I also have a pink Murano swirl vase, which I found at an antique market. So love that. The florals on the table are by Wild North Flowers, and those girls are incredible. I always call them to help me do flowers for my makeovers because it's kind of just like the icing on top of the cake. So they nailed it on that. On my coffee table, I also have a little Naked Lady ceramic. It's a bud vase and it's by an artist from Montreal named Goye. So I also love that. And then coffee table books, like I just love to have things on my coffee table that make me happy. So those are some things that really make me happy and I think they're interesting to look at, and yeah, that's my coffee table. If you take a look back on my channel, you will see that the green sofa in today's makeover is actually a DIY project. So I found this sofa for free on Letgo, and I had someone pick it up. We struggled it into the house, and like, let me tell you, it was disgusting. It was like ripped up, a dog lived on it, and I called up Kara from And.Once.We.Were, and I told her my idea that I wanted it to look like the serpentine sectional from Anthropologie, and she nailed it. So we covered it in a beautiful fern velvet from Tonic Living, and I think it looks incredible. So really happy with how that turned out. I think it pairs perfectly with my pink terrazzo coffee table because my terrazzo coffee table has little hints of green, and they work together. Drapery was really important for us in this apartment because our windows are like a fishbowl at night. Like you can see right in, you can see everything that we're doing. So we had to invest in drapery, and it was definitely an investment because our ceilings are 10 feet high. We couldn't just buy something from IKEA, we had to have them made. So my lovely mom sewed me the drapes that we have in our apartment, and honestly, the day that we got drapes was the day that I made it in life, because before that we had a bed sheet that was like, it did not look very good in here, and like we couldn't close it. It was like duct taped up. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. So when I got drapes, officially made it in life. If you have drapes in your house, you're a fucking adult. Let's be honest. I went with brass hardware from Tonic Living. We got a brass rod and all the fixings, and yeah, my mom did them for me. If you look closely, they're slightly a little bit too short. Mom, I love you anyway. You can't tell from any photos, and there's a sofa in front of it, so it's fine. So love them. Drapes are great. Let's talk about my chandelier. This was the first chandelier that I bought that got me into selling chandeliers. So if you are a fan of Make Moves, you would know we have the Make Moves Chandelier Club, which is all the people who have bought incredible chandeliers from me. I think that one of the fastest ways to make your space incredible is to add a good light fixture. Like lighting is so important, and you can literally like change a room, and you can change the vibe of a room by changing the light so fast. Our light is so extra and I love it so much. It's very like Great Gatsby, it's vintage Murano from the 70s, and it's incredible. I am obsessed with that chandelier. I think it just brings the whole space together and makes it feel so unique and different. So if you're looking for vintage light fixtures, definitely follow Make Moves. That's a thing that I really love, so you're welcome. Let's talk about the mantle. So we have a fireplace in our apartment, which is amazing. It gives off the coziest vibes because it's our primary source of heat. On the mantle place, I have a mirror. I'm sure everybody knows the $1,200 mantle mirrors from Anthropologie that we all love. People call it the blogger mirror because we all love it. I obviously wanted one. They're amazing. They're just so beautiful. They're gilded and they're just really nice. Out of my budget by a lot. So I found this mirror actually on Letgo as well. I'm like, holla, Letgo. I love it. Yeah, so I got this mirror on Letgo. It was actually attached to a dresser, and I just asked the seller if he would sell me only the mirror and not the dresser. And that doesn't always work, but luckily he agreed, and I got the mirror for $45. So winning! That was like a major win. I get asked about that mirror all the time. So $45 mirror on the mantle. Absolutely love it. It makes the space feel bigger. So also on my mantle, I have a little print from an artist named Prida. I got it from my friend Victoria's shop in Tofino. So that was something I brought back with me on the plane. It's really just like a cute little print. And I have it wedged in a little shell card holder, a little brass shell card holder that I got from my friend Jamie's vintage shop, The Sweetest Vintage. So she also has an online vintage shop. On the other side of the mantle, I have a little lady sculpture. As you will notice, naked ladies are a theme in my apartment and I'm not mad about it. I also, on my mantle, have a huge peach vase filled with pampas grass. I get asked about this grass all the time. I'm sorry, it's not available. I was on Queen Street and I popped into 100% Silk, which is an amazing clothing store. And they had this pampas grass everywhere. And then they hooked me up with their florist who hooked me up with some, but she has no more. So I'm sorry, but I'm obsessed with my pampas grass. It's way puffier than some of the stuff you can buy online. And that was like a really good steal of a find. So my advice for that is to just like turn over every rock. And like, if you see something that you like, ask them about it. Ask if you're in a shop, if you're wherever, like, the best way to find out about something is to just ask. This is a little bit of a cute story. So when we moved into our apartment, we really wanted to get a pet. And initially our landlord said no. So we got Jackson, and Jackson is our leopard. And he's named Jackson after Bo's guitar, which is a Jackson make. So Jackson is kind of unofficially the mascot of Make Moves. And for those of you who don't know, it's a pretty cute story of how Make Moves came to be. In January, 2 years ago, we got one of those Instagrammable felt boards and we put the first statement on it and it was Make Moves. And we were like, you know what, we're gonna change it every week. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna motivate each other with cute quotes and yada, yada, yada. We didn't change it for like over a year. It was forgotten. Make Moves lived on the wall for the whole year. And during that time, I quit my corporate job, I cut my hair, I got my first big tattoo, I moved into my dream apartment downtown, Queen West, and I opened up my own vintage shop. So when I was trying to think of a name for the shop, I saw the board and I thought, wow, like I really made moves this year, like Make Moves is perfect. So Make Moves Vintage was born. And the first profile picture that I had for the shop was a picture of Jackson. So I felt like he really embodied what Make Moves stands for. And the brand Make Moves like really stands for chasing your dreams, you know, trusting your instincts, making it up as you go, just like going for it. And when I looked up the traits of a leopard, they kind of like really aligned with all of those kind of traits. So leopards are confident, they have power and intelligence and beauty and leadership, and I really loved that it said that they have female mystique. I thought that it was a perfect match, and so Jackson is the Make Moves mascot, and I love Jackson so much that I actually got a tattoo of Jackson on my arm. So I got this like 2 weeks ago. It's pretty fresh, and it's just like a constant reminder to continue to, you know, trust my instincts and make moves and be confident and be a mystical female badass. So that is Jackson. So that is like a cool story of like sometimes, you know, things that you bring into your home can have a lot, like it's more than just things. Like they are like mementos and they're moments and their memories. And I really like to buy furniture as like milestone pieces. And Jackson to me is just like a milestone of like quitting my job, moving into my amazing apartment and just like making moves. So that's Jackson. I will never sell Jackson. He's not for sale. So yeah, I think that he's really cool, and he just brings so much joy and like energy into our house. Every time people come over, they're like, "Whoa, is that a leopard?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." I recently got this amazing double-seater vintage brass chair thing. It's amazing. I got it from Fiona at the Apartment Life. It has fringe, and just fringe is life. So I really love that. And it's just kind of living in the living room for now. I think it'd be really cool as like an entryway bench at some point. So I'm just holding on to it for the right moment, but it's hanging out there now and it makes me happy. So I love that chair. Let's talk about my bar cart. So the bar cart, I have a round bar cart. It's from All Modern, and this was literally one of the first purchases I made when we moved in 2 years ago. Like before a dining table, I was like, bar cart needs to happen. Margaritas over dinner anytime. So got the bar cart, love the bar cart, and almost everything on the bar cart is vintage. Everything from all the decanters, the glassware. I have some really beautiful gold-rimmed vintage coupes. I got those from Fat Dashend, who is another local vintage seller. As you may notice, vintage is like my biggest thing. I love supporting the community that I'm a part of, and you know, it's great to just like support these small sellers, and I obviously love when they support my shop, and it's kind of just like a really cool community, and you find things that are like well priced and beautiful and just so freaking unique and awesome. So love that. So the decanter, the gold coupes actually go with, there's a gold rimmed decanter on the top, so they go together. Let's talk about my Venus statue. So I love this Venus statue. I found it at an antique market in Hamilton, and I saw it from like miles away. I was shopping with my friend Tiffany, and I just like pointed and was like, whoa, and like, it's amazing. It's like, it's big, and I think she just has so much like personality and just like commands the room. So Venus is like the queen of my bar cart, and I love her so much. So that pretty much sums up this living room. If there's anything that I didn't touch on that you're really interested in learning about or knowing about, definitely leave me a comment below. In terms of like where the TV is, that I'm gonna do a video on that later. I have like a really pretty like art deco-y media unit that I bought from a flea market in Hanover, and I painted it and refinished it. So it's really nice, but it's a little bit blank up there. So I'm planning to add some more art and kind of like really zhuzh it up and give it some more personality. Yeah, as you would have heard throughout this video, like I think that vintage shopping is just so incredible. I love the sustainability of it. I love supporting small and local vendors, and I'm a treasure hunter. So like this is my favorite thing to do ever, is to find all of these diamonds in the rough and like bring them into my space and make them my own. So I definitely recommend trying it. You know, go to a local antique market, or go to the thrift shop, or go to Value Village, or any of those places, and just mosey around and look around and touch things and look at things and find things. And when you find something, it honestly feels like you like strike gold. It's so fun and it's so rewarding. So 100% recommend it. If you are loving all of the kind of like vintage finds that I've been sharing throughout this video, I'm gonna be doing more of that. So I'm hoping to take you guys along for some of my shopping trips and show you, you know, where I go and how I shop and what I'm looking for, and maybe do some hauls of what I grab. Yeah, and then if you are not the kind of person who wants to dig through things, you can shop my shop. So Make Moves Vintage, as I've said, that is where like everything that I buy that I can't fit in my own house, that's where it goes. So once my house is designed, anything that is above and beyond that, I sell in the shop so that you can have awesome stuff too. So thank you again for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, definitely leave me a comment below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you love it, subscribe, and get ready, because there's gonna be more videos coming. I'm doing it, they're happening. So stay tuned, I'm gonna be sharing my bedroom, I'm gonna be sharing my kitchen, and lots more awesome stuff. So see you later. Bye.